Hey guys, welcome back to another Healthy Helpings video. Today I'm your host Brandon and we're going to be making one of my favorites, sweet potato fries. So before we get started with the sweet potato fries recipe, which by the way is super simple, I just want to talk a little bit about sweet potatoes because these are amazing substitutions to start adding into your diets if you're not already. If you find yourself as being a potato lover, these are going to be great alternatives. These are high in fiber, which help us feel full a little bit longer, and they're also high in vitamin B6. They also help aid in gut health, which helps keep us nice and regular, and help in immunal support, which during a time like right now is very, very important. So with that being said, let's get right into the prepping of our sweet potato fries. The one thing that I love about making sweet potato fries is you can really put any seasoning on them you want. Today we're going to be going with just some basic salt and pepper and then a little bit of ground cinnamon as well. But if you wanted to make these like some spicy sweet potato fries, you could add like some chili powder, maybe some ground cumin. If you wanted to make them a little bit more savory, you could add a little bit of olive oil and some garlic powder and maybe some Parmesan cheese. That would be really tasty. But for today, we're just going to go pretty basic. So these are just two regular sized sweet potatoes. They've already been washed. You can either do these with skin on or skin off. I typically like to do mine with the skin on just because it gives it like a nice crunch. But if you have a veggie peeler or if you're patient enough to do it with a knife, you can just peel the skin right off. It's pretty simple, and I'll do one with skin on and one with skin off and show you how to take the skin off of here if you don't have a veggie peeler. It's pretty easy. But to start off, we're going to start with, of course, protecting our fingers, but I'm just going to cut the ends off of here, and I'll do this one with the skin on, and we can trash those. I missed the trash can. And then sweet potatoes are very irregular and they don't stay very still when you're trying to chop them, so it's really important for you to give yourself like a nice base. So I like to just chop them in half just so that I can have a flat side to work with. And then from here, with the orange side down, I'm just going to watch my fingers and just start by making some nice long cuts. Like so. And that's what you're looking for. I mean, if you want them like shoestring fries, of course you can chop them up a little bit thinner, but that's essentially what we're looking for. So I'm going to chop through the rest of this potato, and then I'll show you how to do this one with the skin off. Alright, so that is what our sweet potato fries look like with the skin on. Like I said, you can do skin on or skin off. I prefer skin on, but now I'm going to show you how you can do skin off if you don't have a veggie peeler. Now, if you have a veggie peeler, this is a really simple process. You just take the veggie peeler and go around the sides like you're peeling a normal potato. But since I don't have one with me, I have a knife. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's pretty much the same process. I'm going to take the ends off, chop this long ways like this, and then from here, very carefully, I like to make a little incision down the middle, and from here, we just begin peeling. Now this is not going to be perfect, but no one was ever perfect. And you're just gently placing the knife up under that outer skin and being very careful with your knife and trimming up these edges right here. Trimming off this little piece right here. And now the process is exactly as it was before. If you like steak fries rather than like shoestring fries, you can of course cut these a little bit thicker. But just know the thicker they are, the longer they're gonna take. So now we're left with this like very irregular shape again. And we're just gonna come down and Cut right through the middle. I'm watching my fingers at all times. So that's two different ways to do it. These are the peeled and these are the unpeeled. And now let me show you what seasonings to put on them. I got a second bowl so we can kind of keep them separated. Toss all these in here. And all we're gonna do with our nice clean hands is drizzle this with maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, somewhere in there. Don't mix quite yet because your hands are going to get dirty. Now we're gonna add in our ground cinnamon and just gonna sprinkle maybe like a teaspoon's worth. And then we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. Maybe like a pinch. So now with our nice clean hands, we're just gonna take these and mix them all up. If you've got kids, now would be the perfect time to get them in on this recipe making process, just because they typically like working a lot more with their hands. And this will be something that's very simple. They can't really mess it up, and it'll be a lot of fun for them. So there we are. That's what we're looking like with the skin on and the skin off. Both of these are gonna go in the oven at 450 for 20 minutes. We're gonna take them out about halfway, 10 minutes in, and flip them and put them back in for the next 10 minutes. So on this side, you can see the ones with skin, and they are a little bit crispier. So if you like crunchy French fries, I would suggest keeping the skin on. And then the ones over here are still equally as good, but you can see they're kind of limp, and they of course don't have the skin on them. They both taste the exact same way, but I just like the texture of these a little bit more. If you find yourself cooking meals that typically fancy having French fries as a side item, like burgers or chicken or anything like that, I suggest trying this substitution to see if the family or you like this a little bit better. It is a healthier option. It does have that fiber and vitamin B6 that we talked about earlier in the video. And honestly, you pair it with some ketchup and you can't really tell the difference. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I hope you all try this, and we will see you back here again for more healthy cooking videos with Health Empowers.